Alright, what's going on, my dudes? We don't have a lot of time here because Kabam Mike found out that I just took my Cyclops up to rank 5 on the Act 7 beta server. Calm down. Calm down. And he's coming to my house right now from Canada so he could steal my phone so he could have a rank 5 Cyclops. We don't have a lot of time. We got to get through this video really fast. We got to show off this crazy Act 6 Cyclops rank 5 gameplay, all right? We're going to go through a couple lanes. We're going to take out a 6.4 boss, and we're going to do some other things that don't look too impressive because it is a rank 5 Cyclops. But on the Act 7 beta server, okay, I had 6 tier 2 alpha. I had a 3 to 4 mutant gem, and I had about 24 hours to do something stupid, right? So I figured, why not let me take this Cyclops all the way up to rank 5, and not only rank 5, but also, why don't I pop my Mutant Awakening gem into this guy? And let's not even stop there. Let's also take him up to signature level 200. All right, let's see how that looks. We're gonna take him into Act 6. All right, we're gonna take him into, like, I believe 6.1, 6.2, a little bit of 6.3 as well, and then we're gonna take him up against a boss in 6.4, and we're actually gonna get the solo on one of those bosses. All right, so that's what we're gonna do today. All right, now Cyclops is a very old character. He doesn't have a lot going for him. All right, what he can do is all of his special attacks can be unblockable once you reach above a combo of 20. And that's pretty much all the utility this guy has, all right? And I know what you're thinking. Usually when there is most utility, there's usually a bunch of crazy damage to be followed with that, right? Well, not really, because this is just a Cyclops, all right? Now, unfortunately, this was the beta server, so I was not able to test out how effective this rank 5 Cyclops was going to be in AQ. I'm sure we all would have loved to see how effective this Cyclops would be in AQ map 7, because I'm sure, based on the data, he'd be very effective. Isn't that right? But yeah, dudes, let's get this guy right up to signature level 200. Let's jump right into some content. How about that, all right? All right, so first up today, we're going to be jumping into 6.2.1. This is the first quest, the one with the life cycle global node, all right? So the way that life cycle works is that the opponent is going to have a little blue shield underneath their name, like you can see right there. And every time I knock him down, it's going to go away just like that, okay? Now, each time I knock him down, that little shield is going to have a longer recovery time. Now, the goal here is I have to kill Hawkeye, or any defender with life cycle, while that shield is down, okay? Now, it does get increasingly difficult when there is limber, because you can't just parry and heavy the entire time, because eventually you're going to run out of the parry stun length, alright? So, this was back during the time in 6.1 and 6.2 where the health pools and the attack values on the opponent weren't like absolutely freaking ridiculous, alright? So you can realistically bring in your rank 5 Hawkeye here and actually do a decent job at getting the opponent down, okay? Now in 6.3 and 6.4, well, you're gonna have a bit of a harder time. So what I like about Cyclops against life cycle here is that he does have that unblockable special 1 and special 2 once you reach above the 20 combo on your combo meter, okay? So I did mess it up there against Hawkeye. But in a perfect world, I can knock him down with a heavy attack, and while the shield is down, I could back up and just toss off that special attack and kill them while the shield is down. As you can see, when you don't kill them in time, they regenerate about 10% health, and they will do that until you kill them in time, alright? It does work a little bit better against this Black Widow here, so we're going to move on along in the path. Alright, so we're going to knock her down, and as you can see, we are going to start getting that life cycle shield, the time shortened there, alright? So I'm going to try and bait out her special 1 and counter it with my heavy attack so that I don't have to rely on parry heavy, alright? I figured out the spacing after the first one, but I'm a little rusty with my Cyclops skills, alright? So it did take 1 or 2 tries to get it down. So here, knocking her down with the heavy attack, and we're going to try and bait out that special 1 again. And we're going to keep doing that until we can get rid of that life cycle shield, okay? Because once it's at the maximum recovery time, it's going to be very easy to shoot off a special special attack while she's recovering, okay? As you can see here, it should be down for about 3.5 seconds now. So now we're working with something really good. Toss off the heavy attack there. We have a little bit of time here, go right in with the special one, and boom, that Black Widow is absolutely flushed down the toilet there. Alright, so now we are going to move on to Act 6.4. We're going to take down this Thor Ragnarok boss. Now, this is probably one of the easier bosses in 6.4, aside from Captain Marvel movie, since you could just absolutely cheese Captain Marvel movie to death with any decent Mystic character, but this is a fight that's also very doable with any champion in the game, and that's why I wanted to bring my Cyclops up against it, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so this Thor isn't necessarily easy, but like I said, you can do it with anybody. So this Thor's gonna have Death Touch on every single special attack that he throws, okay? So if I were to take a hit in the face or get hit on the block too many times right after he throws a special attack, well, I'm probably gonna die, alright? Now, the thing about the Death Touch here, and the thing about Thor, is that he's going to have all of his special attacks are going to cost half the amount of power they usually would on this node, okay? So, when I'm fighting Thor, you'll notice that little power gain counter underneath his health bar there, okay? Now, what I like about Cyclops in this fight is that he has a multi-part unblockable special attack when his combo is over 20, okay? So I can go ahead and time, right, knocking him down with the special attack when he's at like 17, 18, or 19 in the power meter thing, and then I can knock him down and not worry about his power gain, and I can keep this going consistently throughout the entire fight. I did speed up the middle here because, I mean, honestly, who wants to watch a 5.5 minute Cyclops fight? Like, it did take about 5.5 minutes, so I just sped up the middle part here, just for a little bit of quality of life for everybody, right? Including myself, because I don't know about you, but I was already getting bored. So the strategy here is just to take as little parry damage as I possibly can, okay? I'm trying to just bait out his special 2 and his special 1. I'm trying to hit him on the block if we get too close to my corner, just so I can push him back to his corner and just keep the fight's control in my hands. We're going to go back to the regular speed here until the end of the fight, and as you can see here, he has 15 on his little power meter there, okay? So I'm going to hit him a couple times, and now I'm going to knock him down just in time so that he's right above his special 2 again, and now I'm going to hit him back into his corner, bait out his special 2 once again, and we're going to keep the cycle going like that. If Thor was to get me back into my corner while he's throwing off his special 2 and he has Death Touch, it would be the end of the fight, no question, man. So I really just want to make sure we stay on his side of the field so that I can retain the advantage. Now, obviously, Cyclops is not a top 5 option for this Thor Ragnarok boss, or for the life cycle path, or for pretty much anything in this game at all, alright? I'm not trying to convince you of that at all here, alright? But we're just trying to show off what a rank 5 Cyclops can do, okay? So here he's got about 7% health left, this Thor, and he's going down, man. 5% health left. Just want to build up to one more special 2, and that should be it, but I want to bait out this special 2 here. And now I can hit into him about 5 times or so, and that should be enough to get rid of his power gain if it doesn't end the fight, but it does end the fight right there. It took about 200 hits, about 5.5 to 6 minutes. There are certainly some better options out there than Cyclops, but if Cyclops is for some reason your only rank 5 champion, well, he can get the job done. So up next, we're going to jump into 6.3.3. This is the Havoc quest, alright, where Havoc is the boss, and I believe this node is called Combo Party, okay? So every 10 hits on my combo meter, I'm going to gain a cruelty buff, I believe, and that's going to make my critical hits, they're going to hit harder. So that's kind of fun. Now we're jumping into 6.4 and 6.3 stuff, and that's when like Cyclops becomes like a little less realistic to use in content, you know what I'm saying? The reason being is because the health pools jump up to about like 350,000 on normal fights, and the attack rating is just so high that if you get hit once, well, Cyclops is so flimsy that he's just going to be flushed down the drain there, man. So basically against this Groot, what I want to do is I just want to keep pushing him above a bar of power, baiting out his special 1, and then trying my best to intercept him without getting punched in the face. Because especially with all those Fury buffs on Groot, man, well, like one mess up and that's going to be it, especially when I'm using Cyclops, you know what I'm saying? So here, it's okay if we parry, of course, but if we were to miss a parry and take a bunch of hits on the block, it would just like be drastic to our health. As you can see, our damage is starting to ramp up kind of nicely due to all of those cruelty buffs. That's pretty nice to see. That's why I wanted to bring him here, is just to see what he does. But we're gonna bait out one more special attack here. We're gonna go in for a full combo here. I'm gonna go for an intercept, and well, look at that, man. And you know, when so many people are saying that like Act 6 is just so unforgiving, this is what we're talking about, man. That was what, 120,000 from one medium attack on Groot. Now, I don't know about you, but when I play with my Groot on offense, he doesn't look like that, man. He does not hit like that. But anyway, let's move on here. So since it was the Act 7 beta, I didn't have access to Realm of Legends, so I didn't have access to our favorite punching bag Winter Soldier, so I had to use this Deadpool in 6.4. This is 6.4.1. and he has no nodes on him at all, but he has about 230,000 health, give or take, and he is regenerating quite a bit, so we can go ahead and call it, like, I don't know, we'll just call it 260,000 health in total, alright? So we can just go ahead and pretend like let's just double the amount of hits it takes and the time that it takes to kill this guy, and we can pretend like that's what Cyclops would have done to Winter Soldier, alright? Now, obviously, there's really no good reason to rank up your 5-star Cyclops to rank 5, man. I mean, if this video hasn't convinced you of that, I don't know what will. Like, he honestly hits okay, especially when he has, like, the mutant crit team and attack team with him. Like, he does some decent crits. He can pull off some, like, 15k special ones, like an 11k heavy attack if both of them crit, and his special 2 can hit, like, alright if everything crits, but, like, at the end of the day, he just has, like, absolutely no utility at all, and he's very clunky to play as well. The one thing that I really do like about Cyclops is I like how all of his special attacks are going to be unblockable when he gets to above a 20 combo, okay? So that's one thing that really does save him for me, and I could see some uses there. Like, I could see some uses with the unblockable special attacks against the Thor boss. I could see some uses in the unblockable special attacks against Life Cycle, and that's why I brought him there to show him off, you know what I mean? Like, he got that Deadpool down in a decent amount of time, and he also would have had class advantage against that Winter Soldier, but like at the end of the day, this guy is not going to be effective for you in AQ, he's not going to do anything well in Alliance War, and he's not going to be your go-to on your questing team either, alright? Now, if you were to happen to pull a 6-star Cyclops, well dude, by all means, have fun with him, but I don't see any reason why you should rank this guy up as a 5-star, alright, unless you have like 212 2015 mutant gems, alright, 3 to 4 gems, and you probably don't. And even at that point, well, you probably shouldn't bring him to rank 5, and especially don't use an Awakening Gem on this guy, or put any SIGs in him. But my dudes, I just wanted to mess around with him, because I've never personally seen a rank 5 Cyclops. I wanted to see what he could do, and honestly, it was a bit of fun to play around with him, okay? I feel like he can have his uses in 6.1 and 6.2 if he's a character that you like and you have him as a 6-star. Dude, bring him in, have some fun with him, he could be decent on a couple lanes. But alright, my dudes, if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and leave a like. Comment what you think about this rank 5 SIG 200 Cyclops gameplay in the comment section below, and subscribe if you want to see some more content coming to you very soon. I'll be seeing you around.